Hello and welcome to another episode of Yuan Bo, episode 10. So, situation in Lustria. We are going to try to invade the ancient city of Quintex, and we have two armies located precisely for that. A third army just to provide some support or some public order as soon as we conquer some places. Over here in Cathay, the clan Eshin will recover his provinces because I have more pressing matters to attend to. Lohkir is attacking our cities. He has just bypassed and wants to have something with the player. Who knows what that is called. But yep, in essence we'll have to defend that, and hopefully we'll have the resources to do so. Blades of the Bastion feels good. It's always a decent one to have, and we do have some tier 7 units who can benefit from it, so that is good. 60 melee defense on these Jade Warriors for Halberd, 65 on these. It's pretty good, very good indeed. Only issue is the types of enemies that we're facing, but as soon as we start facing some lizardmen, you'll see the benefits of this. Let's get Bandolier just because before we forget about it. And I have several different armies already prepared for them, but I'll have to show them later on. For now, let's get a caravan. I cannot dispatch because I haven't selected the place. Yes, that's of course. So let's go for anywhere that is kind of easy to go for. I don't want to have to risk too many encounters. Yeah, especially with this sort of army. I don't want to risk too many encounters, so yeah, that seems to be good. In terms of deals, Borderlaw's Errant, yes, they like the idea of getting some non-aggression with me, but I dislike that because I still am not prepared to deal with the Hunts Marshal. And I'll betray the Hunts Marshal expedition when it is convenient to me, particularly likely after dealing with Morathi. That will come in handy. And then of course I'll conquer all of Lustria, and that it will be around the time that the long campaign is concluded. So all that I'm doing is just getting any money that I can, some defensive and even military alliances, but yes, some of these places will likely be absorbed, so I don't have to worry too much about having those alliances forever. For now, I think I have precisely what I want in terms of some treaties and some trade coming in. A settlement sect, yes, definitely. Gringor is growing, is likely going to be my endgame associated. Because in essence it will have to be I will have to go through him in order to reach any other goals or any other Empire lands, for instance. But yeah, for now, I'm stuck here near Lohkir, and that's the prime idea here. I need to get this army developed well to deal with Lohkir, or at least to thwart his ambitions. Yep. I think if I can pass everything, almost everything, less one Jade Warrior, yep, that's a good army actually. That's actually a much better army summoned, you know, at an instant that I was hoping for. So I just wanted some, you know, some level of infantry, some level of units here, but nothing too relevant. You know, just getting anything that I could. I can rush construction, and this will be very important, even though I'll likely destroy that stone wall later on. For now, that gives me enough resistance to maybe thwart Lohkir's ambitions. I hope so. I definitely hope so. There's enough units here to ensure that Lohkir doesn't come over. And I really don't want to station anyone in the city in case I just want to reinforce it. I want to go over here to Bridge of Heaven. So just normal movement. Village of the Moon I'll try to repair in case Eshin gets destroyed by someone else. That's always a good idea. Over here on Lustria front, I've conquered the Petrified Forest. The Grey Rock, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to conquer that. It will go to Mother Estankia. But over here, I can maybe deal with this. I wish they would have make the stand. I would have conquered the place. Yeah. Getting a little bit of attrition, but that's not important. Neither of these armies have yet any units that I'm planning to have in the late game. One thing that I've noticed, I'm going for Gruth, by the way, but I'm not sure if that will work out. Perhaps just having the yin-yang completely balanced would be better, and just having some yang provinces. The yin provinces really need some buff, in essence, because what they give, of course, construction costs, construction times, it's always good, but it's never enough for not having the income. So, Musima, I'm recruiting some heroes, of course, some astromancers. I was about to say alchemists. Ever since the changes to items, scouting is much better, just for the magic drop chance. So, for now, you are going to be Jens Custer. I say for now because things will definitely change later on. And I wish I could get a Gate Master. I think I can squeeze out some gold from someone. The Man-Eaters, yes, for sure. A trade deal, it's fine. Dealing with everyone that is over here, it's quite okay. Because they're pretty far away and that's fine. Okay, it's time to go and recruit a Gate Master. Or did my past self forget about it? No, I didn't. So campaign movement range, note that it's not for all army. It's only for him. Although that is relevant, of course, for other situations, such as for using him as a scout. As you abandon the army and you go then to another army, or to find enemy armies or to find enemy settlements, it's always good, because with that 5% extra, you can move a little bit, give you some help, and then go back to the army. I've used that plenty of times. So further developments over here, trying to deal with Morathi. As predicted, they have conquered here. There's some sea goodies there. I have to plan out getting some sea goodies over here. But for now, the main target is the ancient city of Quintex. A very nice income-based target. It's sad that Yuan Bo doesn't replenish really well. And Morathi is full here. So I might as well just go back and replenish a little bit more. That's the effect of not having, that's the big problem of not having replenishment in your army. As I mentioned previously in other circumstances, I always like to have the upkeep reduction, always like to have the replenishment, but for Cathay the big problem is that you cannot really invest on that, because as you invest on that, it just thwarts your ability to fight any spells or anything like that. So for now, Cathay, the area is going fine. Lots of action there between vampires and Crooked Moon, which is amazing. Stirland was destroyed, so I got some money out of them. That's good. And Lohkir is on the run. So right now we're going to pursue Lohkir, and I just have to be careful with whom. Yeah, there was definitely a battle that he lost. So I'm going to be here next to that bridge. And I can always have the retreat possibility in case the odds are way too much in his favor. Yeah, I could attack and would lose terribly. Kule is basically a nice army to have against Skaven slaves, against low quality tier units, but not an army to face any doom stacks with. That's for sure. It's just a cheap army that you can have as a supportive army. I do not want to build anything there. but maybe a port and some dice. That's good. It also helps. Any deals that we would like to have? I always like to double check the deals, because many times you can get just squeeze enough money for an extra building or two in the locations. I'm thinking the Great Orthodoxy only has one settlement, so it's kind of fine if we go and get something for them.
By Sigma's will. All right. Come then.
And some defensive alliance. That is great.
Approach us, friend.
Let's go military then. Likely they're going to be destroyed or absorbed into the Empire very soon, so I have no trouble with that. Clan Eshin only has that one settlement that they conquered, and now I feel a little bit better about constructing the Bridge of Heavens. No, Lohkir is still nearby. I have other places to build. Yeah, I remembered. That's much better. I should build this, but the enemy armies will take unhappy... Let me show. Umbrage to your presence here will oppose you with hostility upon building completion. And it costs 11k. So that will take up maybe some of those specific sea goodies will help, but we'll have to see that. There's several events that will happen. Maybe I'll do the quest battle, and that will help. As for now, I'm requiring Yuan Bo to even defend my provinces or to even attack. Currently, I do not consider this area protected, which is the main problem. Now, that's a lot of dark shards. Now, that's a dark shard spam if I've ever seen one. Let's showcase how to defeat that without having too much. I only have shields, really. Have some Jade Warriors with shields, maybe to keep them. The cannons will be good. Maybe I can target the Sorceress. This active ability, this X, is great to focus down Lohkir as if he dives in. And then some speed and charge speed. If I can do that really before he charges in, that reduces his effectiveness. I do not know if I'll be in range, but that's some ideas for the battle. The Sorceress, she is full. I believe she has to be the primary target, either her or going for the dark shards. So I think magic is unpredictable. I'll go for it. I do not know how good the AI is with those. Let me pause the battle just to showcase. So the formation is just a staggered line, both front line and missiles, and then I have my ogres, which are a very good part, the man-eaters with ogre pistols. They're very good units, and they'll attack Lohkir, that's for sure. I'm gonna try to focus down with the cannons the Sorceress, and if she shows up close, she'll have to deal with those celestial crossbowmen and the man-eaters as well. Hopefully she will do maybe 1 or 2 spells before falling down. Let's watch the battle. It may seem like they fail the shots, but they actually don't. Many times, for instance, that is a hit. Many times all that it needs is to hit the wings, and that will count. So that was 4 hits already.
Our sorcery is majestic. honors us.
A much better outcome than expected. I still have some shots left after dealing with the Sorceress, which I'm afraid she's dead. And that's good. That always creates good situations for us, less of an issue with the caster, and now I can focus down on those dark shards. Lohkir is coming in, and I have some man-eaters ready to do some damage. Also, some of those grenadiers are here. They'll just be attacked. It's fine. It's a good bait, actually, for Lohkir to try and get him some damage, some level of damage on him. And I'm turning around my crossbowmen as well to deal with Lohkir. So far, I believe on that location I have 3 units dealing with him, and now that he comes in to the front, I'll have like 4 or 5, and the banner on him. So when the enemy only has missiles, just send your archers in. They're faster, but they cannot skirmish and fire, so it's better to just send them your infantry units again. As long as the enemy infantry has been shredded to pieces, which, as you can see, it has. Lohkir is now under maximum pressure. He alone cannot defeat this. I'm not going to use my catapults, actually, my cannons, sorry, catapults. But I will use all of my gunpowder units there. Nice shot! That's great, cannons. And overall, Lohkir is now fleeing, or attempting to flee, and dead he is. Now, the most troublesome situation is this. I actually panned it out perfectly, but it didn't work. It went to the other side. If it didn't, then I believe army losses would have been in place. I just want to slow them down, make sure that they don't have enough speed to run away from my units while I charge them in. Cannons will start firing here, giving some damage overall to this enemy. Black Ark Corsairs, well, they shouldn't come here close to my Celestial Dragon crossbows. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, this is a Blossom that was ill-targeted, but I still managed to get a few targets, hitting the edge there, and a few units here. That is nice. That helps. And overall, I'm just pursuing the enemy units. Nothing to be ashamed of. And ensuring that my own units are alive and well. Or bombarding them like the Skaven would like. That's it. Still going to survive the battle. Most units will. Then I'll actually just replenish these guys really well. But as long as every single unit survives, I'm feeling fine. That was a great shot. I thought actually with this shot that I would get army losses, but it will take a few more before they would finally retreat. As always, for army losses, you really need to cause damage to everyone. So right now I'm spamming abilities or anything that I can to just create some damage, or at least to force the AI to move, because that also helps, of course. But right now I'm feeling, oh, this final shot is the nail in the coffin. Yes, it is. Army losses is triggered, and the victory is ours. A difficult battle, for sure. It's not easy to go against higher ranged opponents with a lot of ranged power, but the cannons did their job and everyone survived, so that's a nice victory. I don't consider it Pyrrhic. I would say a close victory, considering the army that Lohkir was feeling. No, that is actually good. It was fielding, not feeling. He doesn't feel armies. Really a nice decision. Army replenishment or income? I think army replenishment there, in case the enemy would bring in another army. For now, the developments. Clan Eshin is well poised, but as they were fighting, it was mostly Skaven slaves, so I now know that they are not exactly well prepared for my armies, but that will be on the next episode. The pursuit and finishing off of Lohkir and Clan Eshin. Bye-bye.